Hi, my name is Tonya Graham, and I want to share with you why I'm running for Ashland City Council. I grew up in Wadsworth, Nevada. It's a very small town, about 30 miles east of Reno, and river running through it, beautiful night skies, that sort of place. It was the place where I really learned the importance of taking care of the land and taking care of the water. As I grew up, I also learned the importance of community and people helping each other, and how much neighbors really do depend on each other in smaller towns. When I was about 7, my dad, who worked at the local cement mill, he was out with his buddies one day after their shift, and he was complaining very loudly about the fact that our constable didn't do anything to enforce the law, and our local justice of the peace never held court. And what it did in our town was it left people with nowhere to go when they had a problem with their neighbor, when they needed help with something that they felt, where they felt they'd been treated poorly. And so he was complaining really very loudly. And so one of his buddies clapped him on the back and said, "Well, Larry, if it bothers you this much, why don't you run for judge?" So he did, and he won. And they sent him off to judge school, and he learned how to be a justice of the peace. And for the next 20 years or so, he held court every Wednesday afternoon and gave people a place to bring their grievances. And watching as a child, what I noticed was not only did he simply just open up the court, but he actually created additional community capacity. People had one more place to go for help. And now it's been 40 years, and that little courthouse is still sitting there, and it's still doing the job that on that path that he set it on all those years ago. And so my takeaway as a child was that when my community needed something fixed, that I should step forward and do my best to help. And Ashland is this incredible community. It really is a wonderful place to live. And it's also true that we are up against very serious challenges. And we need to come together as a community, bring our resources to bear on the most important challenges we face. And so that's why I'm running for Ashland City Council.